In the quaint town of Haverford, where cobblestone streets wound their way between vibrant flower gardens and cozy homes, time seemed to move at its own leisurely pace. Nestled at the end of a narrow alley was an unassuming shop with a faded sign that read Hargrove Sons, Clockmakers. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of wood shavings and the rhythmic ticking of countless clocks, each one a marvel of craftsmanship. Amelia Hargrove, the clockmaker's daughter, had spent her life among the gears and springs. With her nimble fingers and sharp mind, she had learned the intricate art of clockmaking from her father, but it was a skill that felt more like a duty than a passion. While others her age chased dreams of adventure and exploration, she felt tethered to the shop, bound by family tradition. One rainy afternoon, while polishing the glass of an ornate grandfather clock, Amelia stumbled upon a small, ornate key hidden in the compartment beneath the clock's base. Its intricate design sparked her curiosity. She turned it over in her palm, feeling an inexplicable connection to it. What could it unlock? As she slipped the key into her pocket, a gust of wind rattled the shop's window panes, and the old grandfather clock chimed ominously. Amelia glanced at her father, who was engrossed in his work, oblivious to the sudden shift in the atmosphere. She felt a stirring within her, a call to adventure she could no longer ignore. Later that evening, after her father had closed the shop and the town fell into a peaceful slumber, Amelia made her way to the attic. It was a treasure trove of forgotten relics, filled with dusty old clocks and mysterious trinkets. As she sifted through the items, the key began to thrum with energy, guiding her to a hidden door at the back of the attic. With trembling hands, she inserted the key into the rusty lock. It turned with a satisfying click, and the door creaked open to reveal a narrow staircase leading down into darkness. Heart racing with a mix of fear and excitement, Amelia descended, each step echoing in the stillness. At the bottom, she found herself in a dimly lit chamber filled with peculiar inventions and strange mechanisms. At the center stood a large clock unlike any she had ever seen, its face adorned with symbols and constellations. It pulsed with a gentle light, as if alive. Amelia approached cautiously, her breath hitching in her throat. Above the clock, an inscription read, "Time is a river, navigate it wisely." She felt an urge to reach out and touch the clock, to understand its purpose. Just then, the ground trembled slightly, and a vision flashed before her eyes. A glimpse of a world beyond Haverford, a realm where time intertwined with magic and destiny. Figures danced in the shadows, and whispers echoed, calling her name. In that moment, Amelia realized that her life was about to change forever. This clock, this hidden world, held the key not just to adventure, but to her true purpose. With determination igniting within her, she vowed to unravel the mysteries of the clock and the secrets of her own heart. Little did she know, the path ahead would lead her to allies and foes, where the very fabric of time itself would be tested. And she would discover the strength to forge her own destiny. As Amelia stood before the enigmatic clock, its face shimmering with ethereal light, she felt an overwhelming sense of urgency. The vision of the other world still danced in her mind, urging her to act. With a deep breath, she placed her palm on the clock's cool surface. Instantly, a surge of energy coursed through her, and the chamber around her began to shift. The walls dissolved into swirling mist, and she found herself standing in a vast, celestial landscape. Stars sparkled overhead, illuminating a path that stretched into the distance. The air crackled with magic, and a gentle breeze carried whispers of forgotten secrets. "Welcome, Amelia Hargrove," a melodic voice echoed. She turned to see a figure emerging from the mist, the tall, elegant woman clad in flowing robes that shimmered like the night sky. Her hair glowed with a silver light, and her eyes sparkled with the wisdom of ages. "I am Eloan, the keeper of time," the woman introduced herself. "You have awakened the clock of realms, a powerful artifact that bridges the worlds of time and magic. Your touch has set in motion a journey that cannot be undone." Amelia's heart raced. "What do you mean? I'm just a clockmaker's daughter." "I don't understand. Your lineage holds more than you know," Eloan interjected gently. "Your family has long guarded the secrets of time. The clock was hidden for your protection, but you were destined to find it. The key you discovered unlocks not just doors, but destinies." Confusion swirled within Amelia, but beneath it lay a flicker of determination. "What am I supposed to do? How can I help?" Eloan gestured toward the shimmering path. "Follow this road, and you will find the answers you seek. But beware, the realm you are entering is fraught with danger. Time is out of balance, and dark forces seek to manipulate it for their own gain. You must gather allies and learn the truth before it's too late." With a nod, Amelia stepped forward, her pulse quickening. As she walked, the landscape shifted around her, revealing glimpses of different timelines, an ancient civilization flourishing, a futuristic city bathed in neon lights, and a forgotten past shrouded in shadows. Each vision pulled at her, a reminder of the fragility of time. Eventually, she arrived at a bustling market square filled with creatures and beings she had only heard of in fairy tales. Elves, talking animals, and mystical beings mingled, their laughter and chatter creating a vibrant tapestry of life. It was a place where magic thrived, and the boundaries of reality blurred. As she explored the market, her senses heightened. A group of children played near a fountain that flowed with sparkling water, while merchants called out, showcasing their wares, glimmering potions, enchanted trinkets, and intricate timepieces that seemed to hum with energy. "Excuse me." A voice called out. Amelia turned to see a young man, with tousled hair, and bright green eyes approaching. He wore a leather vest adorned with various gadgets and trinkets. You look a bit lost. Are you new here? I just arrived, Amelia admitted, feeling a sense of relief. I'm trying to understand this place. Welcome to the realm of time, he said with a grin. I'm Finn, a clocksmith like you. If you're here, it means you've got potential. You must be the one they call the chosen, the chosen. Amelia echoed, eyebrows raised. Finn nodded eagerly. There are whispers of a prophecy. A clockmaker's daughter, who would rise to restore balance to time. You've got to meet the Council of Timekeepers. They'll know what to do. Before Amelia could respond, a sudden chill swept through the market. The laughter faded and the colors dulled. A dark figure loomed at the edge of the square, cloaked in shadows, its presence palpable with menace. Quick, we need to go, Finn urged, grabbing Amelia's hand. We don't have much time. As they dashed through the market, the sense of urgency intensified. Amelia's heart raced, not just from fear, but from the thrill of a destiny unfolding before her. She was no longer just the clockmaker's daughter. She was about to step into a world where her choices would echo through time itself. Finn led Amelia through the bustling market, weaving between stalls adorned with shimmering goods and vibrant displays. The atmosphere was electric, yet an undercurrent of fear thrummed in the air as the dark figure lingered at the edge of the square, watching their every move. Where are we going? Amelia asked, her breath quickening as they darted down a narrow alleyway lined with ivy-covered walls. To the council chamber, Finn replied, glancing back nervously. It's a safe place where the timekeepers gather to discuss the balance of our realms. They can help us understand what's happening. After what felt like an eternity, they arrived at a grand, ancient building adorned with intricate carvings of celestial patterns and timepieces. A massive door stood at the entrance, its surface alive with the pulsating energy of magic. Finn knocked 3 times, and the door creaked open to reveal a dimly lit hall filled with an ethereal glow. Inside, Amelia was struck by the sight of the council, a group of 6 timekeepers, each radiating a unique aura. They were dressed in flowing robes that mirrored the colors of the cosmos, their faces wise and weathered with time. At the center, a tall figure with silver hair and piercing blue eyes stepped forward. Welcome, Amelia Hargrove, the leader said, his voice resonating with authority. I am Eldrin, the elder timekeeper. We have awaited your arrival. I don't understand, Amelia said, her voice trembling. Why me? I'm just a clockmaker's daughter. Eldrin nodded solemnly. It is precisely because of your lineage that you hold the potential to restore the balance. The Clock of Realms has chosen you. Dark forces are attempting to disrupt time, and only you can mend the fractures. As he spoke, a shimmering projection appeared in the air, a vision of the dark figure from the market, surrounded by swirling shadows. This is Noctis, Aldrin continued. A rogue timekeeper, who seeks to control the flow of time for his own ambitions. He has already begun to unravel the threads of fate, causing chaos across the realms. Amelia's heart sank. How can I stop him? The other timekeepers exchanged glances. Then a woman with vibrant red hair stepped forward. To confront Noctis, you must first gather the 3 keys of time: the key of memory, the key of balance, and the key of destiny. Each key is hidden in different realms, protected by trials that will test your strength and resolve. Sounds easy enough, Finn said, trying to lighten the mood, but his grin faded as Aldrin's expression remained serious. The trials will not be simple, Aldrin cautioned. You will face your fears, your doubts, and the very essence of what it means to be a clockmaker. You must be prepared for what lies ahead. Amelia felt a surge of determination. I'm ready to do whatever it takes. I want to protect my home and restore balance. Very well, Aldrin said, a hint of approval in his voice. Your first trial awaits in the realm of memory. You will need Finn to guide you. He knows the pathways well. Finn's eyes widened. Wait, I do. Yes, Aldrin confirmed. You will be her companion on this journey. Together, you must navigate the trials and retrieve the keys. But be warned, time itself may twist around you. Trust in your instincts, and do not lose hope. As the council prepared to send them off, Amelia felt a flutter of excitement mixed with apprehension. She glanced at Finn, who was now looking serious. Are you ready for this? I'm in, he replied, determination glinting in his eyes. We've got this. With a final nod from Aldrin, a portal began to form at the center of the chamber, swirling with colors and energies. Amelia stepped forward, feeling the pull of destiny tugging at her heart. She reached for the hand of her newfound ally. Together, they stepped into the swirling void, the council's voices fading behind them. As the world around them shifted, Amelia braced herself for the unknown, ready to face the challenges ahead. With a sudden rush, they emerged in a realm that felt both familiar and strange. Memories floated around them like wisps of smoke, echoes of laughter, whispers of lost conversations, and fleeting images of moments that shaped lives. The air was thick with nostalgia, a tangible reminder of what had been. This is the realm of memory, Finn said, gazing around in awe. We need to find the first key, which is hidden within a memory that holds great significance. But remember, we might encounter the echoes of our past, faces we know and feelings we've buried. Amelia nodded, steeling herself for the journey ahead. The path lay before them, winding through a landscape of memories, and she could feel the weight of her destiny pressing down. The first trial awaited, and with it, the chance to reclaim not just the keys of time, but the pieces of her own heart. As Amelia and Finn stepped deeper into the realm of memory, the air shimmered with fragments of the past, glimmers of laughter, the warmth of long-forgotten embraces, and the bittersweet scent of nostalgia. The landscape transformed around them, shifting like a dreamscape, where memories flowed like rivers. "Stay close," Finn said, glancing around with a mix of excitement and apprehension. "We need to find a memory that resonates with significance. It's said that the key is hidden within a moment that carries the weight of emotion." They walked along a winding path lined with trees that bore vibrant, colorful leaves, each one a different memory waiting to be uncovered. Amelia felt an inexplicable pull toward a clearing ahead, where a soft glow illuminated the space. As they approached, the scene came into focus. A young girl, no older than 10, sat by a shimmering pond, her reflection dancing in the water. She was laughing, tossing pebbles into the pond, sending ripples through the surface. Amelia's heart skipped a beat. The girl was her younger self. "Looks like it," Finn replied, observing the scene with curiosity. "This memory seems joyful, but it might not be the one we need. Let's keep looking." Just as they turned to leave, the pond began to ripple violently, and Amelia felt a wave of emotion wash over her, an ache of longing, a yearning for the carefree days of childhood. In that moment, the laughter of her younger self echoed in her mind, bringing forth memories of her father, teaching her the delicate art of clockmaking. "Wait," Amelia called, captivated by the memory. "This is important to me. I learned so much during these moments." Finn nodded, sensing her connection. "Then we should explore it further. Sometimes, the most powerful keys are hidden within our most cherished memories." As they stepped closer, the scene shifted. The pond transformed into a workshop filled with clocks of all shapes and sizes, and her father stood at the workbench, meticulously assembling a delicate timepiece. Young Amelia watched with wide eyes, her admiration evident. Suddenly, the memory shifted again, darkening as shadows began to creep in. The laughter faded, replaced by a haunting silence. The workshop was now a chaotic mess, tools scattered and clocks broken. Amelia's younger self sat on the floor, tears streaming down her face as she clutched a broken clock. A piece of her father's legacy shattered in her hands. "No. No." Amelia cried out, the pain of that moment washing over her. "I remember this. I thought I had failed him." "Keep your focus," Finn urged, grabbing her arm. "We need to confront this memory to find the key. Acknowledge the pain and let it guide you." Gathering her strength, Amelia approached the younger version of herself. "It's okay," she whispered, kneeling beside her. "You didn't fail. This was a lesson, a moment that shaped who you are." As she spoke, the shadows began to recede, and the workshop brightened. The younger Amelia looked up, confusion and sorrow etched on her face. "But I broke it. I let him down." "No, you didn't," Amelia insisted, her voice steady. "You learned. You grew. You'll create even more beautiful things. It's part of becoming who you're meant to be." As her words resonated, the broken clock shimmered and began to reassemble itself, piece by piece. The chaos transformed into harmony as the clock, now whole, radiated with a warm light. A key, shaped like an intricate gear, emerged from the heart of the timepiece, floating gently toward Amelia. With trembling hands, she reached out and grasped the key, feeling its energy pulse in her palm. "I have it!" she exclaimed, tears of relief and joy mingling with her earlier sorrow. "I found the key of memory." Finn grinned, a mixture of pride and excitement lighting up his face. "Great job. But we should move quickly. We need to leave this memory before Noctis senses our presence." As they turned to leave, Amelia caught one last glimpse of her younger self, who now wore a serene smile, the shadows fully lifted. The workshop, once a place of despair, was now a vibrant space filled with the promise of creativity and healing. The landscape shifted again, and they found themselves back on the winding path, the air lighter than before. The key of memory thrummed in Amelia's hand, a reminder of the strength that lay within her past. "Where to next?" Finn asked, excitement bubbling in his voice. "The key of balance," Amelia replied, her resolve strengthening. "I think I can feel its pull. It must be nearby." As they continued down the path, the air grew heavier, and the vibrant colors faded into shades of gray. A chill swept through the realm, hinting at the challenges that awaited them. They could sense that the next trial would test not only their courage, but the very essence of who they were. "Stay alert," Finn warned. "Noctis may be lurking, trying to disrupt our journey. We need to stick together." With a shared glance of determination, they pressed on, ready to confront whatever darkness lay ahead. The adventure had only just begun, and Amelia felt the weight of her destiny pressing down, urging her forward into the unknown. The path ahead twisted through a dense fog that clung to the air like a shroud. Each step Amelia and Finn took felt heavier, laden with the gravity of their quest. The whispers of lost memories faded, replaced by an ominous silence that heightened their senses. "Do you feel that?" Finn asked, his voice low. "It's like the air is thick with anticipation." Amelia nodded, gripping the key of memory tightly. "We're close. I can sense it." The key of balance is nearby. As they moved forward, the fog began to dissipate, revealing a vast landscape filled with towering mountains and deep chasms. In the center of this desolate realm stood a colossal hourglass, its glass shimmering with 1,000 colors. Sand flowed through it like liquid light, creating a rhythm that echoed in their chests. That must be it, Amelia breathed, eyes wide. The key of balance is inside the hourglass. Looks like it's protected, Finn observed, noticing the swirling shadows that danced around the base of the hourglass. We need to be careful. Noctis could be waiting for us. With a nod, they approached the hourglass cautiously. As they drew nearer, the shadows twisted and morphed into dark figures, each one a manifestation of their deepest fears and doubts. Amelia recognized the familiar faces of failure and insecurity, doubts she had carried for years. Noctis is trying to break us, Finn said, stepping forward. We have to confront these shadows. They're not real. Right, Amelia replied, steeling herself. We have to face them head on. As the first shadow lunged, a figure resembling her father appeared, his voice echoing with disappointment. You've let me down, Amelia. You'll never be a true clockmaker. The weight of those words crashed down on her, but Amelia shook her head. No. I've learned and grown. I carry my father's legacy within me. I am a clockmaker, and I won't let you define me. With her words, the shadow flickered and began to dissolve, its power waning in the face of her determination. Finn battled his own shadows, visions of inadequacy, fears of not being enough. Together, they pushed through the darkness, each confrontation fueling their resolve. Finally, they reached the hourglass, its surface glowing with an inviting light. We need to find a way to unlock it, Amelia said, her heart racing. Look. Finn pointed to a series of symbols engraved around the base. They look like the keys we've gathered. We need to place the key of memory here to start. With a deep breath, Amelia stepped forward and placed the key against the hourglass. It clicked into place, and the glass shimmered brighter, sending waves of energy coursing through the air. The flow of sand slowed, and the shadows around them began to dissipate. Now, the key of balance, Finn urged, his excitement palpable. We have to unlock the next level. Amelia closed her eyes, focusing on the essence of balance, of harmony between past and present, between the realms they had traversed. As if sensing her intent, the hourglass responded, revealing a compartment within that held a second key, intricately designed to match the first. As she grasped the key of balance, a surge of power enveloped her. She felt the weight of her choices, the duality of light and shadow, and the importance of equilibrium in all things. This was not just about time, it was about life itself, Suddenly, a menacing laugh echoed around them, and Noctis emerged from the swirling shadows, his presence darkening the light of the hourglass. Foolish children! You think you can control time. I will take what is mine. No! Amelia shouted, stepping forward defiantly. You won't destroy the balance. We're stronger together, and we won't let you manipulate time any longer. With that declaration, she raised the key of balance high. The hourglass resonated, and a beam of light shot out, enveloping Noctis. He snarled, shadows writhing around him as the light pushed against his darkness. Your arrogance blinds you. He shouted, but his voice trembled with uncertainty. You cannot stop me. Yes, we can. Finn joined her, holding his own key. We've faced our fears, and we've learned. You can't control the flow of time without understanding its essence. The combined light from their keys intensified, pushing back against Noctis's darkness. He writhed and struggled, but the power of their resolve was too strong. With a final burst of energy, the light engulfed him, dispersing his shadows into nothingness. The hourglass glowed brilliantly, and the sand began to flow freely once more, creating a harmonious rhythm that echoed throughout the realm. The balance had been restored. Breathless and filled with exhilaration, Amelia turned to Finn, her heart swelling with pride. We did it. We faced him and restored the balance. Yes. Finn laughed, his joy infectious. But we have one more key to retrieve, the key of destiny. It's time to complete our quest. The hourglass transformed, revealing a swirling portal above them, pulsating with light. With newfound determination, they stepped forward, ready to embrace their destiny. As they entered the portal, Amelia felt a surge of energy and purpose. This journey had changed her, taught her about resilience and the power of connection. The world ahead shimmered with possibilities, and she was ready to carve her path through time, carrying the lessons of her past and the hope for the future. Together, they stepped into the light, united in purpose, prepared to face whatever lay ahead, knowing that they were not just clockmakers, but the weavers of time itself.